I wanted to say that this year I'm going to try gardening in many different ways because gardening in Casper is very challenging. We go from 60 degrees like today, we have 30-mile-per-hour winds, and then in a couple of days we already have a forecast of snow, 20 degrees. So we don't really have a spring, we have winter and very hot summers. So yeah, if you want to garden in Casper, you have to start your stuff indoors. Grow inside a few weeks before you have to transplant, and then wait all the way to May to transplant it. But it's exciting. I love gardening. It's a challenge that I actually love. These are seeds I started around the 22nd of March, and today is April 7th. Well, they've gone pretty good. They've grown pretty good. Some peppers and some broccoli and some little mini romaines, which not all has sprout yet. So how about these seeds of Walmart? Sometimes Walmart seeds don't all sprout. And this is Brussels sprouts. They did pretty good actually. They're getting a little leggy, but I'll fix that up when I plant them in the ground. You can always bury these pretty deep, almost up to the leaves, if your soil is soft and workable. Then I got a bunch of peas and sugar snaps and some beets. These beets, this is the first time I plant them indoor first. I usually put them directly in the ground, but I saw a video that said you could do this, and I'm gonna plant them just with the bunch and then thin them out as they get a little big. Eat those little ones and leave the bigger ones in there. And these, some more peppers and some more little some more tomatoes. I got tomatoes here. These are coming out good. And more onions. I love spring onions. These are Walla Walla onions, but I'm going to use them as spring onions this year. Then I got some herbs growing in these foam cups. So those were a few things I started a few weeks ago in many different containers. I use foam cups, solo cups, containers that I found in the trash at work from people who ate lunch, and those TV dinners come in pretty good containers. Just any. I have a south window here. It's actually pretty good. They're doing great by the window. A good sunny window with some warmth. I'm just using some potting mix. And fill it up pretty much to the top. And then I'm going to put the seeds on there after I wet this really good. I gotta wet it down. I put holes on the bottom so it can drain, because it's good for plants not to be too wet. The seed will rot if the mix is too wet. Okay, that should be good. And then I'm gonna wet it down. So here, my kitchen sink, I'm going to wet it down. Here, the sink. And I did this one earlier, and this one should be perfect. It's nice and wet, it's settled. This year I'm trying more lettuces. I'm gonna plant in this container some lettuce, some romaine. It's called Little Gem. I just picked it up at Natural Grocers. They usually have pretty good seeds there. There's no like air bubbles or anything in there. Just kind of throw them in there in lines. If they can come out. I don't care if there's a lot of them because I can always thin them out. Not all of them seem to sprout. So now I'm going to just lightly put some of this seed starting mix, which is all organic. I try to use everything organic and not use no chemicals. So I'm just going to lightly cover them. They're really tiny seeds, so they just need to pretty much need a little bit of somewhere to cover them up and the roots to graft to something. So it wasn't even a handful. And I'm going to press it down a little bit. I see a couple in there hanging out. So I'm going to cover it with a little dome. It came with this container. Oh, this was a rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club. So I'm going to cover it with this little top. Keep the moisture. They do need to be wet the whole time before they sprout, so I should have enough moisture in there for them to sprout. I'm going to put it over here. They don't need to be by the light yet. I know that video is kind of lengthy, but just wanted to share with you guys on my little page here. That's one of the containers. There's many containers, many methods, but I hope you enjoy that. See you soon.